Even with a bunch of game delays, 2020 is still shaping up to be a pretty stacked year for gaming, especially for PC players. This is Miles with Windows Central, and today we're going to be diving into the 15 games we can't wait to play on PC in 2020. The Doomslayer is back, and more badass than ever. With a brand new arsenal of demon disposal tools, some seriously increased mobility, and of course, a slammin' industrial metal soundtrack, slaughtering the spawn of hell is going to be way more intense this time around. And that's really saying something. Prepare your eyes and ears for one of the most extreme video game experiences of the year. Bleeding Edge is what happens when you combine the combat of Devil May Cry with the strategy of Dota 2 or Smite. Imagine an objective-based PvP game in the vein of Overwatch, but with the twist of third-person melee-focused combat. Ninja Theory has proven to be one of the best in the biz when it comes to delivering satisfying melee combat, so Bleeding Edge is one to watch for players looking to jump online and smash with the squad. When Chivalry launched back in 2012, it completely redefined what medieval melee combat could be in a video game. Chivalry II aims to take what fans loved about the original and increase the scope, scale, and production. With massive 64-player battles and an increased emphasis on cinematic experiences, it looks like this franchise might once again raise the bar for medieval video game combat. Capcom has been on a serious hot streak since the launch of Resident Evil 7 in 2017. Since then, we've gotten incredible releases like Monster Hunter World, Devil May Cry 5, and of course, the Resident Evil 2 remake. Resident Evil 3 throws players back into the chaos of Raccoon City during a zombie outbreak, this time as Jill Valentine. With the addition of a new asymmetric multiplayer mode, it's looking like Capcom is packing in even more content this time around. Have you ever wanted a little Diablo in your Minecraft? Well, that's essentially what the team at Mojang set out to achieve with Minecraft Dungeons. Scrapping the focus on building and shifting the focus to destruction, this isometric dungeon crawler adds some deep RPG mechanics and tasks players with defeating hordes of classic Minecraft enemies. It's definitely a fresh change of pace for the franchise that many longtime fans are very excited about. It's safe to say that Cyberpunk 2077 is one of the most anticipated releases of all time. CD Projekt Red crafted what many consider to be the best game of the decade with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And this is the follow-up to that massive hit. With a lengthy development cycle and the hype of Keanu Reeves as a character, Cyberpunk 2077 is absolutely one of the must-plays of 2020 for open-world RPG fans. Gears Tactics is essentially what you get when you combine the third-person action of Gears of War with the strategy and pacing of XCOM. This turn-based isometric shooter plays much differently than the third-person blockbusters we've grown accustomed to over the years. With a focus on an engaging story, deeper RPG elements, and a campaign that is estimated to take 40 hours to complete, this is looking like a welcomed addition to the series. The Wasteland series made quite the comeback in 2014 with the release of Wasteland II, which was the sequel to the 1988 cult hit. With the fanbase ravenous to dive back into this post-apocalyptic world, the announcement of Wasteland 3 was met with massive support. As the development team is now part of Xbox Game Studios, this upcoming strategy RPG promises better production, more content, and drastically improved visuals. Empire of Sin from Romero Games is a strategy game set in 1920 Chicago during the golden age of mafia activity. This turn-based game is basically what happens when you combine the combat and strategy of XCOM with the gripping crime drama of Grand Theft Auto. With a focus on resource and relationship management, in addition to appearances from legendary historical figures like Al Capone, Empire of Sin looks to offer a genuinely unique sim experience. What's the best way to capitalize on the success of Rainbow Six Siege and draw in a fresh new audience? Add aliens, of course! Rainbow Six Quarantine ditches the PvP-focused efforts of its predecessor to offer a Left 4 Dead type experience, pitting 3 players against horrifying environments and an alien outbreak. With a splash of survival horror and a focus on co-op, this is definitely one to try if you're tired of getting steamrolled in Siege. The biggest MMO of all time just keeps getting bigger, with the upcoming release of the next World of Warcraft expansion, Shadowlands. While many were excited by the rollout of Battle for Azeroth, some felt the endgame systems introduced didn't fully deliver. This expansion plans to add 5 new zones to explore, a new Covenant system, and rebalances the leveling system for new players, in addition to hopefully offering a more satisfying endgame experience. Set in the alternate reality of the 1920s after the end of the Great War, Iron Harvest promises to deliver a real-time strategy game for hardcore RTS fans. Giant steam engines dominate the battlefield and can turn the tides of war in your favor. With dozens of unit types and unique hero characters, Iron Harvest offers a serious amount of strategy and customization. Ooblets looks absolutely adorable. This upcoming indie darling is an amalgamation of everyone's favorite wholesome video game franchises, with a sprinkle of Pokemon, a dash of Harvest Moon, and a pinch of Animal Crossing. The Ooblets recipe is one oozing with charm and chill. So far, we don't have an official release date, but we can't wait to get our hands on this beautiful creature sim sometime in 2020. Microsoft Flight Simulator has been a staple PC gaming experience for over 30 years now, but it's been almost 13 years since we've had a proper release. The upcoming version of Microsoft Flight Simulator looks to completely redefine the experience. With absurdly realistic graphics courtesy of Microsoft Azure, this game is going to be absolute eye candy. We are totally hyped about the possibility of taking a beautiful vacation, all from the comfort of our gaming chairs. Last, but certainly not least, is the upcoming spiritual reboot of one of the most iconic FPS franchises of all time, Halo Infinite. This release marks a historic moment for the series, as this will be the first time a Halo game has launched day and date on both PC and console. After the rather lukewarm response to Halo 5 Guardians, fans are really hoping 343 Industries delivers with the next entry. Let's tear down those PC console walls and share in celebrating the glory of Master Chief this holiday season. Overall, this is going to be a pretty rad year for gaming. There are so many amazing games on the horizon for PC players to look forward to. If there's anything on this list you're particularly excited about, or anything we missed, be sure to let us know in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, go ahead and smash that like button. For more Xbox and PC focused content, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.